The Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation, SDC, is committed to combating poverty and hardship worldwide. As head of the SDC, an important task is to visit field operations. This gives me the chance to get an insight into our projects in the field and their effectiveness. I'm always particularly touched when I visit refugee camps. So many people who have had to flee their homes because of conflict or natural disaster, now facing a very uncertain future. Such visits remind me how privileged I am to live in a safe country. But I also feel satisfied and even rather proud that the SDC is able to create hope and opportunities in places like that. Let's look at the Kakuma refugee camp in northwestern Kenya. The camp houses 180,000 refugees, mainly from Sudan, but also Somalia and other neighboring countries affected by conflict. Whenever I ask young people in such camps what their main problem is, they always say the same thing: having nothing to do, and the feeling that life is passing them by. This is where the SDC comes in. In Kakuma, for example, we're giving young people the chance to learn skilled trades like mechanics, sewing, or computers. And it's been a success, such as a young man from South Sudan who learned how to repair hard drives with the SDC. Now he's back in Juba with a successful computer business. And that's not the only example. Studies show that especially well-educated refugees are the first to return home when the situation allows. So maybe now you're thinking, that's great that we can help all these people, but does development cooperation benefit Switzerland directly? I can tell you there is hardly another country in the world that benefits as much from globalization as Switzerland. That's why we have such a major interest in global security and prosperity, and in conditions that don't force people to emigrate, and yes, in open and thriving markets. The SDC's work directly benefits these interests of ours. We combat poverty and hardship all over the world, we promote stability in our partner countries, and we create opportunities for young people above all. But there's still something important to add. As a prosperous country, we have a responsibility towards people who are struggling. We don't just want to benefit from globalization as Swiss citizens, we want to make a contribution so that poor and marginalized people can live in dignity with hope and prospects for their future. Doing this expresses our gratitude for just how good our lives are in comparison. I am convinced that these acts of solidarity from the Swiss people are not just a noble gesture, but a part of our identity. And I think we should protect these values of ours.